So I see all these videos about Bigfoot and their Bigfoot encounters. So I figured I'd come on and share my Bigfoot story. For those of you that don't know, I'm enrolled in Menominee from Menominee Nation. Anyways, a few years back, I was on the reservation there and I didn't really have nowhere to stay, so I got this camper and I fucking took this camper out into the middle of the woods. And my reservation is all forest, 270,000 acres of forest, deep forest. Biggest vegetation in North America. Anyways, I'm out there in Upper Bass, anyways, we call it, deep in the woods in my camper. And I was glamping, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd been off the res for many years, so I was glamping. Had my camper, had a generator out there. It was just chilling. And fucking my nephews were probably the first ones to tell me, they're like, yo, you been all right out at night over there? And I'm like, yeah, it's all good. I didn't really think nothing of it. And then one night I'm sitting there and I'm laid up. I'm laid up and it's fucking probably like middle of the night. And I'm sitting there and I hear this screech, like this just nasty ass screech, and I'm laid up with some demon on the side of me like that. And she had never left the res, so I was like I was like, man, please tell me you know what that sound is, because I've never heard that sound. We're in the middle of the forest, we're probably 20, 30 miles away from any kind of civilization. And there's just wicked screech, and I'm thinking, fuck. I was like, you know what that sound is? And she goes, no, man. She's like, I've never heard that fucking sound ever in my fucking life. She ain't never left the woods. Fuck. So right away I grab my shotty, and I go outside and I start bucking a couple shots off right away, just thinking it was an animal. And I see these eyes, these like turquoise eyes, like bright blue, like fucking ocean blue, just bright. And I'm thinking it's a wolf or something. I know it couldn't have been a wolf sound though. Fucking screech. It was just like a loud ass screech. Anyways, those eyes, I start bucking a couple shots above the eyes. I didn't want to kill nothing. And sure enough, that fucking eyes just like flying out through the woods, and I just kept bucking shots. As I had a fucking 6 rounds in that shotty. Anyways, I go to reload. I'm sitting in there like just fucking just a little bit sketch. And anyways, I didn't think nothing of it, and we didn't hear nothing past that night. But it felt like they were just like it was toying with me. You know what I mean? So I go talk to one of the elders, my brother Chiqua, another Menominee brother, and he says, that's the man of the woods up there. I'm like, the fuck you talking about, man of the woods? We always heard stories, growing up. I'm sure every reservation, every tribe has their own stories, but we have the man of the woods. It's our version of Bigfoot. So anyways, I ask him, he's like, yeah, he's fucking with you, nobody goes up there anymore. I'm like, why? He's like, cause he's up there. I'm like, fuck, nobody even told me. I was up there for months. I was out there, by myself. Even my nephews, they wouldn't come around at night. They're like, hey, Spunk, you got some balls out there. How long you been out there now? I didn't even see them until then. So anyways, my elder there, he tells me, he's like, just make sure, you don't throw any trash out. You don't like that littering. And he said, leave some candy out there, because, that's the one thing they can't get out there is candy, sugar. And he said, that's the man of the woods. Just be respectful. And, he said, leave him some candy. He'll leave you alone. Sure as shit, man. I left some candy out there, and that shit was missing pieces. So that's Wisconsin. That's northern Wisconsin on Menominee Reservation, Upper Bass. It's up there by myself for a while. It was a good time though, It was fucking. I lived a long time. I lived a long time, off the res. So it was a big culture shock coming back. I'd been away for like 15 years in the cities, and coming back to the forest. Experiencing that. Um, that was just a wild experience. But I never felt in danger. You know, he never tried to bone me on the trail. Fucking LJ. I don't know what's going on up there in First Nations, but y'all need to chill out with Bigfoot. Anyways, I just wanted to share my Bigfoot experience with Native TikTok. some happy and some cool story for the morning anyway. Post so, well, when in, get that in.